What's going on, Big D?
Yeah, no, I mean they used to call me that in the Olympics. All my Olympic brothers, that what they used to call me every day.
Listen, talk to me about Day of Reckoning. You and Joseph Parker, December the 23rd in Riyadh. It's a huge card. Um, I've got to ask you, are you going to walk last on the night or not?
I'm not really sure, but I'm looking forward to it too. But if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. That's not the end all be all. You know, uh, my main thing is to have a great performance at the end of the night and have a devastating knockout as well. So once I get those things, I'm good. I'm happy.
Should Joseph Parker
I'm
be
not worried
worried?
about anything from that point on.
Should Joseph Parker be worried
Oh, for
when you
sure.
say, I'm training to be a killer? It's a feeling that I enjoy.
Yeah, he should be worried. I mean, anybody that faced me should be worried. You know what I mean? I always say women lie, men lie, but numbers don't lie. I am the hardest puncher in boxing history, and numbers don't lie, at all. Every guy I've faced, I've knocking out and put it on the canvas. So I'm very dangerous, and he should be aware of that. I mean, but he's already aware of that because when he was the WBO champion, we had talks of fighting, but after my devastating knockout with Gerald Washington, he ran the other way. So I was supposed to have been unified champion years ago, but none of these champions that had the belt ever gave me the opportunity. I was the one giving everybody else opportunities, because of a blessing and a curse that I have in the right hand. So here we are again, another time, another place, and another date. So may the best man win when it comes to the day of reckoning on December the 23rd.
Obviously, as we know, I mean, I've been there many times when with that devastating power you've had. One of the questions that I'm fascinated for you is who's hit you the hardest in your career, do you think?
Hit me the hardest, I would have to say, it was the Frenchman of shit. What that French? Damn. Man, I'm having he go by
Right.
what? Shelly. Shelly.
Don't worry, we'll
I
come back
think
to it.
we'll come back to it. But the hardest punch the hardest punch I've taken was taxes, when they take my taxes.
Very good, very good. Look, are you looking to steal the show though on December the 23rd with that spectacular knockout? Is that the fight?
Oh man,
Is that the impact you make?
I'm just Garrett, I'm just looking to put on a great performance. I'm not looking to steal anything. I don't steal nothing. I earn everything that I have. So I'm not looking to steal anything. The proof is in the pudding, and everything is gonna lay where it stands. You know what I mean? And I'm just looking to put on a great performance for my debut in Saudi Arabia. That's it. No more, no less. Everything else has just come with me. The excitement, the explosive knockouts, the explosive punches, all that just come with me. That ain't something that I have to make myself do and try to perform for people. That's something that I naturally do. So, I'm just excited to be a part of this, and I'm just looking for a devastating knockout and an amazing fight.
Have you visualized a certain round where you're going to get the job done?
Yeah, many times. I mean, throughout the fight, I don't think this is gonna be a long, drawn out fight. If you ask me, I think it's gonna be over with before you know it. I'm the type of fighter that you sit on the edge of your seat because you don't know what's gonna happen. But when it happens, bam, baby, and that's the thing that everyone knows me as. You got to be ready when Wilder fight. You can't go to the bathroom. You can't go get nothing to eat. You can't even sit and talk. You can't turn your head and talk to your neighbor because at any given moment, at any given time, it can be over with. And I always tell people, you don't want to be the ones that asking your neighbors that's close to you what happened when you could have been paying attention and watched for yourself.
One genuine thing I must ask, 26 months, one round, one camp, 14 months since the last fight. Does that bother you at all? I don't call it inactivity because you've been waiting for the right fight, but does that bother you? Does that at 39, 38?
No, it doesn't bother me at all. You know what I mean? I always tell people my body hasn't been there, but my mind never left. And although I hasn't been in, haven't been in the, although I haven't been in competition, but I've been in the gym. I've been training. I mean, people just haven't seen me, do these things. I'm not big on social media. I don't go on social media all the time. I'm not that, I got so much other things that I do that I don't find the time for it. So, but that don't mean anything to me. I'm ready to go. When you're able to do the things in training and translate what you do in training to sparring, that's when you know you're ready. And I am ready. I'm ready more so than ever, And December the 23rd is going to tell his own story. I can say whatever I want. He can say whatever he wants. But December the 23rd is going to tell his own story.
Deontay,
so I'll let it be the storyteller.
When I ran into you in London a few weeks ago,
Johan,
yeah, that's him. Johan de Hoppus, de Hoppus.
Right.
Yeah, that's the hardest punch I've faced in my career thus far.
He's a very hard guy to put away as well, generally, to help us. He can take a lot of punches. Can I ask you, when I saw you in London, you had a very happy vibe. I saw you on that Sunday night before the press conference or Monday night. I'm fascinated by what you've talked about, where in this time away, you've had an ayahuasca retreat. Can you talk to me about that and what it did for you? You said it's given you a different vibe.
Oh, man, ayahuasca has been, it's been one of the top three in my life that I'm glad that I experienced, or I took that journey upon to experience. It's been a beautiful thing for me. And if you ask my wife, she'll say that it made me more sensitive. And she's probably right, but it also have made me happier as well. I find myself appreciating even the smallest of the smallest little thing, and not saying that I didn't before, but the appreciation level has increased, and ayahuasca has done some beautiful things for a lot of individuals, not only just including myself, but for a lot of different individuals, whether it brought confirmation to their life, whether it brought happiness to their life, or some type of understanding of their path that they're running in their life. It's been amazing, ayahuasca, and I'm looking forward to doing it, many, many more times. I'm actually looking to do it after this fight as well, and I always invite people to come to Rhythmia. That's the place that I go, up in Costa Rica. It's a place called Rhythmia. It's a beautiful place. And I advise everybody, if you're looking for something different, something new to experience in your life, something, you're waiting for some type of answer or a calling of something, I invite you to ayahuasca. Sometimes people get very fearful and afraid of certain things, or how is it, or what it's going to be, or sometimes people don't want to know certain things, or they may not want to see certain things. But ayahuasca is not a place where you think you're gonna see what you're gonna see what you think you're gonna see. In this place, you may not see what you want, you may not get what you want, but you'll leave with what you need. You may not get what you want, but you'll leave with what you need.
A lot of people talk about an effect of rebirthing on them and all of that kind of thing when they have it. They feel a different spirit inside them, or they even go back into past lives. What did you do? Did you imbibe? Did you smoke? How did you take your ayahuasca?
They made the medicine on site. the DMT. They made it on site, and so we would drink it and consume it that way through mouth, and it was just a beautiful experience. An experience I highly recommend everyone to try it out. I really do. It really have helped me in my life. I am one of the most happiest people I know in life. No matter what people may say or what they may be on the outside looking in, I am one of the most happiest people in the world that I know, and God is good.
You get victory on December the 23rd. Do you believe Anthony Joshua beats Otto Wallin, and do you want to face Joshua next? Or I hear whispers of a fight potentially with 4-ounce gloves, or in a cage, or in a boxing ring with Francis Ngannou. What do you think about Joshua and Wallin, first of all, that fight? And what would you do next?
I mean, I like that fight between those two guys, and may the best man win when it come out. I think Joshua's gonna. I think I see him winning the fight. If his mind is in the right place. If he come in there with self-confidence in himself, and the willing to win, and the motion to go and do what he got to do, get the job done. I see him winning that fight. But if he go in there thinking about what's next, especially when it's pertaining to me or any other thing outside of that, then he might be finding himself in some big trouble. But on the day of the fight, we're gonna find out. But I do have him winning that fight, and hopefully, everything serves its purpose right, that he do come out and win, and once that happens, I come out with the win, he come out with the win. Great things happening after that, that's for sure. So one step first, he got to handle his job, and I handle my business, and then we make business happen together.
Do you ideally fight Joshua and Francis Ngannou in 2024?
Gareth, just to say, this will have to be our last question due to time.
It's going to be one or the other. It could be, but I think it's going to be one or the other. But like I said, it can happen that way. It can very well happen that way, where I see both of them. But I know for sure that I'm gonna get one of them. I know that for sure.
Lovely.
So the futures is bright, and I'm looking forward to whoever I get in the ring, whether it's both or one. I'm grateful for it all.
Lovely, Deontay. Thanks very much. Appreciate your time. Travel well. I'll see you in Riyadh in fight week, yeah?
Yes, indeed. Blessings.